Looky who it is!
And we're together
In
wherever
person,
we
we go.
go. Oh my goodness, welcome back to Love Letters to Broadway podcast, the podcast that gives you tips, tricks, advice, and we share all our amazing adventures. This month has been incredible.
We have had so many adventures this month.
So many. My name is Skylar,
And I am the one, the only Michelle.
the only Michelle in the whole world.
The only Michelle. Not like it's a
No one
common name or
matters.
anything.
This this week is very special. We're finally gonna give you guys our Tony noms and who we predict will win. Have
Tony,
a
Tony,
little,
Tony, Tony, Tony.
yeah. I can't believe it's approaching the Tonys.
We're exactly 1 week away
Like
from
that's
the Tony
crazy.
Awards.
That's crazy. And we still don't have plans, but we'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're gonna finally give you guys our opinion. We saw as many shows as we possibly could, within the time frame. But we're gonna give you that. We're gonna go through our usual, and we have a little drama to discuss because the Broadway world has experienced some tea.
A major T this week, and people are not happy.
No.
But for that, like always, we got our hyperfixations.
Yeah. You want to start? Or you want me to
Sure,
start?
I can go first.
You want to?
I'll go first. So, in my third place position this week is going to be okay. Let me preface this by saying most of my songs this week are not actual like Broadway cast album recordings. They're all from video clips I've seen on TikTok.
Oh yes. So
So,
I'm the same.
so you're the same, right? I'm like TikTok obsessing over this week.
Yeah.
So the first one is a recording that I saw on TikTok in my third place spot, which was of Ollie singing If It's True from
Mm.
Hades Town. The way his voice growls, the way he feels the emotion, it's just I honestly think it's my favorite rendition of the song that I've heard yet, and I
Yeah.
can't stop playing it. So whoever posted that on TikTok, thank you.
Thank you for doing something we would never do.
Yeah, we would never do. Um, in my second place spot this week, um, I'm on a little bit of a Wicked routing.
Hmm.
Routing? No, that's not the right word. Route,
Obsession?
path, obsession. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm liking Wicked. Skylar and I, we saw Wicked this week with Derek Klena, first of all. But someone did the impossible and they voice memoed Derek as Fiero, coincidentally, the night we went.
Yeah.
And so I've been obsessing over his version of As Long as You're Mine. And let me tell y'all, if you were there and witnessed it in person, ooh,
Wait, did you put that too?
yeah, that was two.
Oh my God.
But it was like, ooh, wee mama.
Gee, Mama. The way that we're smacking each other, like, this is not real. Like, we're not hearing this right now.
I can't believe we witnessed it in person. I never thought we would get to see him in person as Fiero,
No.
but I'm just gonna flat out say it. It was hot as hell.
Hot as hell.
Hot as hell, and I'm not
Round of
holding
applause.
back.
Round of applause for Derek Clark.
Yay!
Yay!
And then, in my number one spot this week is also going to be a song from Wicked, which is For Good. I keep listening to it, and I just want to state you would not have been wanting to sit next to Skylar and I during For Good this week. The two of us were bawling our eyes out.
Wait, can we go through it? Because it was so funny. Because we're hyper emotional
We
like this
are.
month. I don't know. We feel so like grateful for like life and like these adventures.
Mhm.
And we've been on so many and just having like so much fun. But we were sitting there and I turn, I hear this. Michelle's in surprise. And so I hear that and then I'm like, oh no. So my bottom lip starts quivering and I start looking up at the sky and we couldn't look at each other because we were both sobbing. And we knew it would be worse if we looked at each other.
I said to Skylar afterwards, I was like, I forced myself to just keep my eyes on the stage because I knew if I looked over at you, I was done for.
Dying. I think like for not to get like super sappy, but for good really like it puts like your life in perspective and like you go through life, you have friends, you lose friends, but the ones that
Mm-hmm.
stick, it's like you can be so grateful for.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that it really magnified when we saw it on Thursday, that feeling of gratitude of this life of sharing
Mm-hmm.
these moments together.
So many memories. That was
Yeah.
beautifully said. And it was interesting because we went Thursday, which was Skylar's 27th birthday.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I call that your age.
It's okay, I did too.
But what was interesting is that like earlier that day I had made a post on not TikTok, on Instagram for Skylar's birthday, and we found like our first ever picture that we took together at a Broadway show, and I posted it. And what was crazy is I realized in that photo I had just turned 21. It was actually taken on my 21st birthday, and Skylar was only 19.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, think about it. We've been friends for almost 10 years.
Which isn't that crazy?
That's wild.
Like it doesn't feel like that.
Hmm. What is it? A full 8 years?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, 8 years already.
It's crazy. It's crazy to think like and how much we've like evolved.
We've grown, we've changed as people.
Yeah. But somehow always found our way.
hmm We had nasty people in the process.
Yeah.
We actually had, I don't know if I should share this on here, but we did have two girls in college try to break up our friendship.
And it's
They
so,
got jealous.
it's so funny because I'm
Really?
very like calm and like I don't get involved in drama.
Yeah, well, I don't like drama either, you know that.
Yeah. And it was like they did it and I was like, what did I do? I was like, huh?
They pretended to like say something that Skylar said some nasty things about me. And like they said some mean things. And then Skylar and I realized it and we were just like,
I
F
was like,
all
I never
you.
said that.
Hmm?
I was like, I never said that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah,
They were nasty.
they were nasty. But yeah, life is, I think in that moment, like, I feel like we cry at shows. That was like extreme sobbing.
We had tears streaming
Like,
down our face.
it was so good.
So yeah, those are my songs for the week. I think it was a good list.
That was a good week.
Thank you. In terms of other things in life, television shows. Skylar knows this because we were just watching it.
Literally.
But I have restarted Degrassi, which I mentioned on, I think, last week's podcast that I was going to think about starting to do. I decided ultimately to skip season one because they're so young and like season one's not easy to watch. But I'm
Yeah.
starting with season two because season two is so much better already. And it's just so it's like my comfort show, which is so weird to say because it has so many serious things going on.
Yeah.
But like it's just like something stupid to play in the background.
Do you have to like really focus on it, or is it something like you could just have on and like be doing other things?
Um, I think both. Like I was watching it the other day while folding laundry.
Yeah.
But it's also I know a lot of the storylines, so maybe if
Mm.
it's like your first time, you probably want to focus a little bit more. But I think it's also just like stupid. It's interesting. Every episode usually has like two big storylines going on, like, and I like that it's also an ensemble show, so it bounces around from character to character.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have like the same storyline continuing every single episode. Like sometimes you have to wait like 3 episodes until you jump back to that
Oh,
storyline.
wow.
Yeah. So, but like days are still progressing in the Degrassi world. Like it's interesting. I really think you should try to watch it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How many seasons are there?
The main show is like 12
Oh
seasons.
my God.
But you have to remember it changes students throughout the
Yeah.
years. So it starts off with this group of kids that we were watching today,
Mhm.
which is like Craig and Manny and Emma, Sean.
Yeah.
But then later on, when they graduate Degrassi, they end up going to college. You see them in the college years, but at the same time, you have a brand new group of kids in the high school. So it's like it goes from them to like the next generation is like Claire and
Oh,
Eli, who you've probably heard of because they were really like our age, yeah. And then it goes to like Miles and Maya and Zig. It changes years. And then there was another spin-off show not too long ago that's on Netflix. which continues Miles and Maya and like Zig's stories.
Okay.
I think you should watch it. I think you would like it. It's just like a something to have on in the background, but it's like also has some really good storylines too.
Mm.
As they get older, in my opinion, it gets better.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think my big obsession this week has been Degrassi. I also rewatched the movie Red, White, and Royal Blue this week, which if you haven't watched it, highly, highly recommend.
Was it on?
Amazon Prime.
Okay.
But let me tell you, Nicholas Galantine.
I read the book.
Ooh, hmm?
I read the book.
The book I
Years
have.
during COVID.
You know what's interesting is I haven't read the book. I need to read it.
COVID because it was all over TikTok.
Hmm.
It's okay.
Oh, I want to know how similar the book is to the movie. Mm.
You know, and that's how I know that maybe I didn't love it.
Maybe I like the movie more. The movie is so like good. It's very sweet. I like how they did a lot of the editing. There's some interesting like things that they do in there with their emails and like text messages to like show them.
Oh, that's cool.
Like the directing was really well done. But
Yeah.
also Nicholas Galantine as Henry. Ooh,
Ooh, another
Ooh. 10 out of 10.
That's iconic.
Good looking blonde man. But in real life he's a brunette, but good looking blonde
Did
man.
he wear a wig or
No, he
dye
dyed his hair.
Mm.
Mm,
That's a commitment.
mm, mm, mm.
So is that your week?
I think that's my week.
That's a good week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess
Yeah.
I'll move on to mine. Same thing like you. I've been addicted to like TikTok videos of recordings because there's just something about hearing these performers sing live compared to the cast recording. That's like so good. But first, I've also been hyper fixating on Footloose. Don't know why. I
Yep.
think it's because on TikTok I saw Brody singing I'm Free and Heaven Helps a Man from that.
That is like the one show I did not expect you to name just now.
I don't know why. I just love that song. So I've been listening to that. I've been listening to Cass album of that, but I've also been on TikTok. If you go Brody Grant sings, I don't know how they have all these videos.
Yeah, like could someone tell me? I bet how much. I wonder if Brody Grant sings listens to our podcast because I know they follow us, but like on TikTok. But you know, if you're Brody Grant sings, can you please tell us how do you get these videos?
And like, we won't tell your secrets. Like, we'll keep it in our head.
Yeah.
I just want to know because like how.
Like secrets are no fun unless you share with everyone. Like tell me.
But yeah, I don't know. I just really like that song. At two, which is weird because you said it was your two, so like, of course, same thing. You sent it to me, the TikTok of Derek Lena singing "As Long as You're Mine," and I'm so grateful for that human because to relive it in my head is a 10.
And I'll tell you, that man's a sweetie.
He's so nice.
He was so sweet at the stage door. He told us that he only had 2 days of rehearsal before getting thrown back in.
That's crazy. And we were like going back and forth because we're like, should we ask for a picture? I was like, we probably should just to like remember. He was just so sweet. But yeah, he was like, I never thought we'd be like in 2025 that we saw Derek Lena as Fierro.
I never thought.
And I honestly didn't think we were gonna get in for his 2-week run.
Yeah, we got our tickets on the theater app. For the first time ever, we made an offer on tickets through a ticket seller on the theater app. We at first they declined it.
Yes.
Then we made another offer, they countered, but it was still too high. So then we declined the counter, and then we made one more offer and they finally accepted it. And we had the most amazing seats, orchestra row V on the aisle. We had not a single thing blocking us.
It was so good. We sat like almost a year ago. We saw Wicked, and we sat like what, fifth row, left orchestra.
Yeah, fifth or fourth row, something like that. Well, we had the stage like the way they have like the steps, like kind of disguised.
Yeah.
with all like the stuff around it. Like it made it hard to see the stage. It blocked it.
We missed a lot. We didn't realize we missed so much until we went on Thursday.
Hmm.
Um, that man.
I fell back in love with the show this time.
Yeah.
Like I think when we rated it after seeing it last time, because we couldn't see a lot, like I think we didn't give it maybe fair ratings, but like I feel like this week reminded me why I love Wicked. Like it's back for me like a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. No, I agree. It was also like the Galindo we saw was like insane. She
It
was so
was
much better than the other one we saw.
Ali Trim from
Yes,
13 the musical.
she was so good. And of course, like seeing Derek and Danny Quadrino as Bach.
Oh, and he's so sweet.
Love
We
him.
told him that Tommy should have never closed.
Never. I'm still salty about Tommy.
So salty about Tommy.
So yeah, again, never thought we'd be able to say that we saw Derek Lana as Fiero, and I feel like when we're old women, like old ladies, we're still gonna be saying that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Literally.
Honestly, like these are our like teeny bop idol
Right?
men, like,
That nobody knows.
but there are men.
But it's
Like
like, yeah, like
we're gonna be like in our late 60s. He'll be in his early 70s, and like we're still gonna be like, oh, Derek Lena's putting on a concert.
go see Derek
We're gonna go see Derek Lena. Remember when we met him in our 20s?
That's so good. That's so true. It's gonna be like that or like an outsider.
Oh, look, Brody Grant is putting on a concert.
It's so funny.
We gotta go show some support.
That's gonna be us.
Honestly, though, accurate.
Literally so accurate. Okay. Well, speaking of Berta Grant, at one, we somehow won the lottery for Outsiders on Saturday.
I achieved the impossible.
Like, we've been trying for like a year now for the telecharge.
Mhm.
And somehow Michelle won, so we saw the Outsiders Saturday. We'll talk about it a little bit more maybe after hyperfixations, but
Mhm.
I just fell in love with. I mean, the first time I saw Brody as Pony Boy, I fell in love with it, but this time especially, but especially Far Away from Tulsa,
Yeah.
his acting was like insane during that, and like he really showcased like the night. I can't say the word naivety,
Naivety.
naivety.
Nativity. Did you know Pony Boy is
He's
Jesus?
Jesus. Yes. Of Pony Boy, but also like the dreaming of a better world. And you know when like you got into fights with like your parents when you're younger and you're like, I'm moving away, like you're never gonna see me again.
Hmm.
I think he really showcased that with Pony and like
Hmm.
um his voice was just so smooth. But I found on TikTok somebody voice memoed and he like tripled opt like
Hmm. It's
in that
crazy.
song. So I've been really like obsessed with that. His voice is just like it's so unique, but like it fits so well. Like it's gonna be if he ever leaves, I feel like it's gonna be so hard to find someone with that unique voice.
I do wonder if he leaves, if they're gonna offer the role to Trevor or
Trevor.
Josh.
Yeah, maybe like an Austin Colby situation.
Mhm. Or I wonder if like Sky leaves too, I could see them putting in Trevor and Josh full time for
Yeah,
those
they're a good
roles.
combo.
We've seen the two of them together. They really play off of each other very
Yeah,
well.
they do. But yeah, I think The Outsiders will always be a hyperfixation, but I feel like this past week, after seeing it, it really like heightened my hyperfixation.
Me too. I agree. And I think it made me more than ever really appreciate the beauty of the show and the story.
Yeah.
I don't know, some reason this week it just hit home. Like,
Yeah. It's like I feel like we always tear up, but like it was like full on tears on
mhm.
Saturday.
Well, because like I mean, like, you know, it's interesting. There are people who have gone to the show over like 100 times, which that I
Yeah.
wouldn't do. Like, that's not our style. But like,
Yeah.
what are we up to now? I don't know. We're still in the single digits, but like, you know, like. I don't know, every time we see it, I just gain a new appreciation for the story. And I feel like I see something new every single time. And I think it
Yeah,
has to do with the combo of the cast.
definitely.
But I think, I don't know, the story is just so
It's moving.
beautiful. It's so moving.
And even like the ending where he's writing his story.
Mm.
And like you could go through so much in life, but there's always a happy ending somehow. You can
Yeah, there's
always find the
hope.
beauty in something, even if it's like even like us. Like we've been through shit this last couple of months,
Preach.
but like we're finding beauty in going to see shows or like going or just hanging out. You find like those little moments that really shows you,
Hmm.
oh, life is worth it. This
Hmm.
is worth it. This is it's gonna be okay.
Well, that's what's interesting is that in the show, obviously Dally
Yeah.
gives in to the
Mm-hmm.
dark side. But like I like that even though that's the case, and even though both Johnny and Pony have discussed wanting to go down that
Yeah.
route. Obviously, Johnny had no choice. He
Yeah.
he passed away not of his choice. But, I like that he writes that letter because he almost reminds Pony why there's beauty in living
Yeah.
and continuing on. And, they even say, who is it that says the line? Is it Daryl? I think he says the line something like, I know Dally didn't see this, but you got to keep going. Like
Yeah.
he says something like that.
He gave up.
Yeah, and that was like a new storyline of the show I never really like put
Yeah.
together. And like they were saying, like you can't give up. There's always things to work harder for. Life is beautiful. Yes, it can suck at times,
Yeah.
but there still is beauty,
There's a reason
you
why
know.
you're alive. There's a
Yeah.
reason why the universe wanted you to stay. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's, and I think like also I noticed with Brody this time, his acting like intensified almost.
Mm-hmm.
Because even like that situation when Bob comes in and he's describing how he felt when he heard the Corvette, and he was just like physically like putting his shoulders like up to his ears, and he like
Mm-hmm.
that physical acting.
Mm-hmm.
He really makes the story come alive.
He does. He had a major progression throughout the show this time.
Yeah,
And also, I think this time more than any other, I really loved how the poem was pronounced.
yeah,
I like that he took his time with it.
yeah. That's what I. The pauses were in the right spots, and you could tell that he really, really like understood like what this poem is saying and what he wanted it to say to the audience.
Mhm.
That poem gets me every time,
Yeah.
but really insane,
Bust.
insane.
Well, it's not an Outsiders episode. We probably should move on from
Yeah.
Outsiders, but we always get
I
sidetracked.
always do. Book wise, I've been reading the second book of the Heartless Hunter series, Rebel Witch with by Kristen Cicieri. Um, I like it. I like the first book significantly more.
Oh.
The second book, it's just a lot of like chasing and no and just like keep chasing. They keep finding each other and then they
Hmm.
go their separate ways, then they find each other. It's like just find each other and live happily ever after.
Yeah.
Like it could be like 100 pages less. But I'm reading that. I was like I'm like halfway there. It's been a slow reading week. Um
Well, we've also been seeing so many shows. It's like, when can
yeah,
you read?
it's been a busy week between work and this, but it's been fine. So I haven't been watching any shows. So that's all I've been hyperfixating over.
It's a good week of hyperfixations, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
So, just to kind of summarize, we already kind of did summarize our week a little bit, but to just discuss it again, we saw how many shows this one week alone? We saw Wicked, we saw Outsiders,
Sunset
Sunset
Boulevard,
Boulevard. Oh my God, I forgot about Sunset Boulevard,
Dead Outlaw.
Dead Outlaw. We saw 4 shows this
Yeah,
week, which, in a 7-day week is
that's
crazy.
great.
Um, And it was a great week. Like we said, we got Outsiders through the online lottery. Sunset Boulevard. I don't know if y'all remember, but I said on last week's episode that I
Yeah.
manifest we're gonna get tickets to Sunset Boulevard via the Today Tix Rush for the 2 o'clock show. And that is exactly what happened. And we had like fifth row seats, which was absolutely insane on the right side.
Yeah,
So we manifested that.
literally.
Dead Outlaw, we did via the
We bought at the box
we did the
office.
box office, and then what was the other show? Wicked. We did do
Wicked
it
with
via
the
the
theater
theater
app,
app.
which was we were going back and forth of what to do for my birthday. And it was so funny. I sent a video of Ali singing um If It's True with the Broadway.com. I sent
Mm,
it to Michelle. I was like, this is the best birthday present. And Michelle goes, no, this is. And she said that our offer got accepted. And that moment will stay in my brain forever.
yeah.
The fact that it got accepted was like so insane.
It was such good timing.
Yeah, it
It was
really
such
was.
good timing. But the two of us were like freaking out that we got it. So, but if you're interested in trying another way of getting tickets, it's theater spelled Theater. And it is an app that you download on your phone. It's also really cool. Like if you go to see a show from you got like tickets from the theater app. I can't talk English. If you go see a show that you got tickets on from the theater app and you post a photo of your playbill, um, like while at the show and you tag theater app on Instagram, you also get entered in a monthly contest to win like $100. So
Yeah.
um, we were nervous at first with this app because the way it works is they put like you make an offer and
Hmm.
they put a hold on your credit card for that amount. And until the offer is accepted, you don't get they don't officially charge it. But we got nervous, like you're giving your credit card information, like what if we don't get the refund of the amounts? But it worked every time. Like, every time we had to renegotiate, I had to make a new offer. And I
Yeah.
always saw the refunds come like immediately as the other offers were declined or I canceled them. So
Yeah.
it is 100% legit. Um, there are different ticket handoff methods. This one we did was right through the app. Like we literally just got sent the tickets virtually.
Yeah, I like
Some
that.
people do ticket handoffs in person. That I personally wouldn't recommend unless you're with someone else because you never
Yeah.
know who you're meeting up with. It's kind of like Craigslist.
Yeah.
But especially with the virtual transfers or like if it's a text transfer, like
Mm.
it's fine. But yeah, we're so happy we finally tried it out. And it's really cool. You can also like set it to see like you make a watch list and you get notified if certain shows have tickets posted. And there are shows here listed like months in advance.
Yeah.
So definitely
And you
look into it.
negotiate. You can negotiate with people, which is kind of fun. We've been having a little fun with that.
Hmm.
You can offer like less than what they're saying.
Yeah.
And especially like day of, I would say if you're in the city, like maybe one day we want to try that.
Yeah.
And maybe we could get people down.
Well, now I regret it because we had a couple days where we've gone into the city thinking we were able to get tickets via SeatGeek and we couldn't.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh, we should have just done this.
Yeah, but now we know.
Mm,
Like we were nervous, but it worked out.
yeah. And now this is our new fun game. We just keep opening the app and refreshing.
Literally.
So that's our week. Anything else to add to our week?
No, it's just been like insane. Like I feel like we're approaching the summer months and like this was our summer last year, so I'm hoping it just stays.
Hmm.
Because
Last
we're
summer was so much
thriving.
fun. Last summer,
Yeah.
guys, August already, well, end of August, beginning of September is already going to be our 1 year
That's
anniversary,
crazy.
which is absolutely wild. So, actually, in 10 episodes, 'cause this is 42, 52 weeks is 10
Yeah.
episodes away. So, let's get into the Broadway news because we really want to get to our Tony Award stuff.
Yeah.
So, we're going to go through Broadway news very fast. And obviously, there's been some Broadway drama this week. So, to start it off, as everyone knows, an article was released interviewing Patti LuPone. She made some very negative comments about performers in the Broadway industry, such as like Keisha Lewis and Audra McDonald. She also made comments about like driving in the city. She's made comments about
The Rangers.
the Rangers, about people's weight on stage. But we're not going to go into the details. If you want to read the letter, you can easily find it online.
It's a New Yorker that she put
The New
it.
Yorker.
Yeah.
Yeah, the article. Um, but in response to that, over 500 Broadway artists have released an open letter reprimanding Patti LuPone. Like, for example, they are asking for
Mhm.
the theater wing to ban her from attending the Tony Awards. And they are also asking, like, if someone who does this wants to come back at the Tonys, they have to, like, take an online class
Yeah.
about, like, stuff you do at every job, like
Yeah,
gender
like
equality, racial equality. Um, it's crazy stuff was going on.
yeah, I think it's so wrong of her. Like I
Yeah.
don't know what possessed her to be like that.
Hmm.
Um very, very I want to say stupid. I know that's a weird word for me to
Hmm.
say, but it's very stupid of her. I
Yeah.
mean, like keep your opinions sometimes. Just keep
Yeah.
it in your head. Don't be nasty. It makes you look so bitter for what? Like you want to be that
You want to
person?
be a bitter old lady? I'm like, where's
Yeah.
where's her publicist?
I don't
How did
know.
this article get published is my question.
Exactly.
I thought they have to give approval, so
I think they were hoping everybody was going to be like, oh, it's Patty being Patty. But no, it's not okay.
after a certain point, the excuse
Not
of
okay.
Patty being Patty is not valid anymore.
No. And this was uncalled for.
Like I understood it when she yelled at the audience member, "Pull your mask
Yeah.
up." I understood it with the phone in a way.
Yeah.
I even understand, like, she talks about how, getting to work in the city right now is hard
Yeah.
because of all like the people running around, people ignore the traffic lights. We've experienced that because I'm always driving us in.
Yeah.
It's not easy. But
Yeah.
the other things she said were
Uncalled for.
completely uncalled for.
And it's not like they've personally attacked her. Like
No.
Audra's never said anything. So I think it's good for people when they say things to be um like not reprimanded. What's the word I'm looking for?
Called out?
Called out, yeah. Like she shouldn't just get away with this.
No.
Not okay. And I guess that's really what we want to say, right? It's just
Yeah,
not okay.
we don't want to go too deep into it. I think that's just it. It's not okay. We're moving on.
Yeah.
Um, so very exciting news. Obviously, everyone knows this is the year of Hamilton,
Yeah.
and the original Broadway cast of Hamilton is going to be performing at the 2025 Tony Awards. So Lin-Manuel, Philippa, Renee, Jonathan Groff, Leslie Odom Jr., and more.
I think we should guess right now what song and see who is right. What song we're gonna sing.
I think.
I think they're gonna start out with Alexander Hamilton.
I think they're going to start out with Alexander Hamilton. I think they could go into the Battle of Yorktown.
They did that at the
The original Tonys.
yeah.
That's why I wonder if they're going to do the same type of performance. I think if Jonathan Groff's in it, I wonder if he's going to come out and do a little bit of You'll Be Back. I think it's going to be a very
Melody.
big medley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I would love for them to do Wait for It. I wonder if they're going to do Nonstop is another good one.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they're going to end with Who Lives, Who Dies, Who Tells Your Story.
Yeah. Do you think the
Close.
Skylar sisters?
I think so. I think it's going to be a medley of all
Just
the
gonna be like
biggest
boom,
songs.
boom, boom. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm excited. Which same thing, like speaking of the Tonys, they released that Darren, Chris, and Renee is gonna host the Tony Awards Act One. So that's gonna be the pre-show.
Yay.
Which is I love that they're calling it Act One. It's so on brand. So that's cool. I'm excited to see how Cynthia Erivo hosts.
I hope she opens it up by doing a song from Wicked.
Me too.
Like she really should open it up with like it should be a pun like the Tonys and I instead of the Wizard and I.
Yeah.
But if Tony as I happens now,
Copyright.
copyright manifest.
Manifest.
But like it should be can you imagine her going the Tonys and I like
That's a great idea.
thank you. Sometimes they come to me.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Um,
Or I feel like the Tony Awards should open with a really big sneak preview of
for
Wicked for Good.
good.
Oh my God,
They might.
imagine it opens up and it's the two of them singing live. Like she get like Ariana guest stars and boom, they open it up with singing for good.
Do you think Ariana's gonna be there?
I'd be surprised if she's not. I feel like she's gonna be there with Cynthia, but I don't know. I mean, listen, it's Wicked.
Jonathan Bailey, please come.
Oh my God.
Please stand up.
Oh my God. Please stand up. Please stand up. So back to Darren Chris for a second because you brought him up. It was
Yeah.
also announced this week that he extended his Tony-nominated run in Broadway's Maybe Happy Ending. So he's now going to be starring as Oliver through August 31st. I didn't know he had a set
Neither did I.
departure date.
Neither did I. Everyone was excited about that. He is so good as Oliver.
hmm
But I'm curious who would replace him.
I wonder if it would go to his understudy.
Maybe.
I feel like that's a hard role to practice for.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But at the same time, do you think the show needs a name?
I don't know because you know what? It's has a lot of hype around it.
It
And if
does.
it wins, people are gonna flock because that's just
That's
how it
true.
runs, how it goes.
That's true.
We'll see. This is very exciting. Like very
hmm
exciting. My man is coming back to Broadway. Mr. Debate.
Oh, Aaron!
Aaron, baby. Aaron Tveit, Leah Michelle, and Nicholas Christopher are going to be in the revival of Chess this fall. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Wow.
So, how does the Sweaty Oracle know everything?
Well,
Because he talked about the revival of Chess coming.
he did, but he didn't say exactly who, and then
Who?
boom.
Yeah.
Sweaty, if you're listening to this,
Mr. Sweaty.
Mr. Sweaty, Mr. Oracle,
Mr. Oracle.
let us know.
Please. Please and thank you. I'm so excited, but I think tickets are gonna be so hard to get.
hmm
So hard to get.
Crazy. And other Broadway revivals coming out. As we
Oh
all
my
know,
God.
Ragtime's about to come out. Um, so preview performances are going to begin September 26th, and opening night is going to be October 16th. And it's only on Broadway for a limited 14-week
Why?
engagement, so it closes January 4th.
Oh God.
I know, we have to get tickets. I'm not missing this. We missed it once already.
I think because Floyd Collins had a lottery, so I'm hoping this does too.
But do we want to wait for a lottery?
I don't know.
I want to see this.
No, we have to because Joshua Henry.
And I want good seats.
Yeah. So maybe we have to look. I know tickets went on sale yesterday.
We should take a look. If there's like a cheap partial view, I would
I'll
buy
take
it.
it because it's gonna be so
I want to be in
good.
the room for this. Like, I really don't
No,
want to miss
we're
this.
not missing
I
it.
think we have to look at tickets.
I love Joshua Henry.
hmm
His voice.
Fantastic.
I saw him in Carousel, and I'll never get over that.
I've never seen him. Well,
I
actually,
saw
no, we
him
did
at
with
Broadway.
BroadCon. I take that back. I lied.
But the cast, like, are you kidding me? Like, Shania, is that how you say it?
Shayna.
Oh my God, Shania Twain. That's what my brain went to when I heard
Shayna
that.
Taub,
Yeah,
Colin Donald, Michelle Lewis, John Clay III, Rod Cyrus. Like,
I'm also very excited about Ben. Ben Levy Ross.
oh, yeah, I forgot about him.
I kind of love him. Um, very excited.
A
Very
great
excited.
cast.
And you were excited about this cast announcement in Little Shop.
Our last piece of Broadway news is that Graham Phillips was announced to be joining Little Shop of Horrors. He's replacing Milo Manheim as Seymour. And you know what's crazy?
Mhm.
His opening night is my birthday. But I don't know if I could go that night.
Oh my God.
But I'm tempted.
Oh my God.
If I find out there's nothing going on for my birthday that night,
Yeah, we're good.
I would love to go to his opening night if we could somehow get in. I'm sorry,
Oh.
I'm gonna flat out say it. I've had a crush on him since he was in 13. I'm sorry, he is cute, and I really want to see him in
Yeah.
Little Shop. He hasn't been back on Broadway in years, I think since 13.
Really?
Yeah. So
Dang.
and he's gonna be reuniting with Liz Gillies, who starred opposite him in 13. So I really would like to see them together.
I heard that they were like, she's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I am a little sad that I've missed Milo.
When's Milo's last day?
It has to be soon, right?
Let's see. Let's double check.
Because tickets are insane. Like, we're not spending that much.
Oh my God, he ends tomorrow.
Aww.
You think we can get in for his last show somehow?
Probably not. Right?
I'm tempted to look.
I'm looking right now on SeatGeek. It's all sold out for today.
We should have entered the lottery.
I've been entering. And it's 2 days in advance, which is weird. $688. Maybe the theater app.
Maybe something will drop. Let's keep an eye out.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, there's two shows tomorrow.
Oh, that's good at
A
least.
2 and a 7:30. So they have tickets available on telecharge. $462.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go! Who needs money?
Yeah, right? And you have Milo Man?
When we saw it with Andrew Bartholomew, we paid like $60. Like,
Yeah, we won the lottery for that, and he was so good.
he was phenomenal. He's the perfect
Yeah.
Seymour. But yeah, so that's all our Broadway news this week. So we gotta talk Tonys. I know you guys have been waiting for this episode for a while now, and I'm sorry. We we really wanted to wait to make sure we saw as many of the new shows as
Yeah.
possible. And I'm gonna preface this by saying we did not get to them all, but we got close. We've seen almost everything. There's like a handful we haven't seen.
We have a problem with seeing the same shows.
Yes, but it's also like we wanted to make sure we get a good deal. We also like making sure we get discounted tickets so we can share with you guys how you can get discounted tickets. Like, I don't really believe anymore in paying full price for a Broadway show.
No, because it's sick to me. Like,
No.
and also like the partial views going for like $200 is kind of sickening to me. Those should be
Sick.
way cheaper.
Sick. We don't spend any more than like $90 on a show anymore.
Yeah, no. And that's only if like we really like Derek, like we were gonna miss it.
Yeah.
And we would be so upset. So like that's okay. And it's still not a crazy amount of money.
No. But like there are people paying $500 and we
800.
we weren't doing that. So, did we get to every single show? No. But I think it's fine. So, this episode is coming out on Sunday, June 1st. The Tony Awards are exactly 1 week away. It's going to be on June 8th, which is Sunday. Absolutely insane. I cannot wait to see the performances. I cannot wait to see who wins. But what we want to do is we're going to go through every single category. We're going to read out who's nominated. And Skylar and I are each going to give our predictions as to who we want or who we think is going to win that category. And then we're going to come back the following week when we discuss the Tonys and how everything went. And we're going to share who got the most correct.
What's the prize?
I don't know. We didn't discuss a prize. I want a prize.
Okay.
It needs to be a big prize.
Like, pick the next show. But
Pick the next show and the other one can't argue it.
Yeah.
But we're going to agree on a show.
I'm gonna be like, Mulan. Haha.
No.
I'm kidding. Yeah, that's the thing.
We could do pick the next show.
Pick the next show.
I want something good.
Hmm.
The next one gets to plan our next 2-show day.
Oh yeah.
They get to plan both shows.
And
dinner.
Oh.
And the other one can't argue.
And if we rush or not.
Oh, that's hard because your girl doesn't want Stan.
Oh.
Do we do that?
Yeah.
Or should we make it another prize?
I think that's good.
Okay, so you all have heard it first. Whoever gets the most nomination predictions correct gets to pick our next 2-show day, pick where we go to dinner, and they get to also decide if it's worth us trying to rush or not.
Yeah. Perfect.
Should we shake on it?
We shook.
We shook. You guys can't see that, but we did shake hands. Okay. Are we ready to start going through these? So obviously we're going to end with Best Musical. We're not giving you guys the goods first.
Yeah, come on.
Okay. Before we get into the nominations, I just want to go through the Tony nominations by production as to how many shows were nominated and for how many awards. So I'm going to go through this quickly. Ready?
Yeah.
Buena Vista, 10 nominations. Death Becomes Her, 10 nominations. Maybe Happy Ending, 10 nominations. Dead Outlaw, 7 nominations. John Proctor, 7 nominations. Sunset Boulevard, 7 nominations. The Hills of California, 7 nominations. Floyd Collins, 6 nominations. Just in Time, 6 nominations. Purpose, 6 nominations. The Picture of Dorian Gray, 6 nominations. English, 5 nominations. Good Night and Good Luck, 5 nominations. Gypsy, 5 nominations. Oh Mary, 5 nominations. Stranger Things, 5 nominations.
Wow.
Operation Mincemeat, 4 nominations. Boop the Musical, 3 nominations.
That's a
Yellowface,
travesty.
travesty. Yellowface, 3 nominations. Eureka Day, 2 nominations. Real Women, 2 nominations. Smash, 2 nominations. Wonderful World, 1 nomination. Glengarry Glen Ross, 1 nomination.
Wow.
Pirates, 1 nomination. Romeo plus Juliet, 1 nomination. Swept Away, 1 nomination. The Roommate, 1 nomination. And Our Town, 1 nomination. And then we also have a bunch of special Tony Awards that are going to be presented the night of the Tonys. So, for example, a special award is going out to the musicians who make up the band of Buena Vista Social Club. I'm not going to go through the names 'cause I'm probably going to mispronounce them, and I apologize in advance. Then there's also going to be a special Tony Award presented to the illusions and technical effects of the Stranger Things, The First Shadow.
Okay.
So their team. And then the 2025 Tony Honors for Excellence in the Theater will be presented to great performances Michael Price, New 42, and the New York Public Library for the Performing Arts. The Isabel Stevenson Tony Award is going to be presented to Celia Keenan Bolger. Harvey Firestein is then going to receive a special Tony Award for Lifetime Achievement in the Theater.
Oh,
Great awards.
well deserved.
Very well deserved. Bravo.
Good job.
Applaud.
I will say, just a side note, I looked on the theater app. There's a bunch of they sold already, but people just put up for free for shows that were gonna start, but they're gone. And Good Night and Good Luck dropped to like $60 for orchestra
For today?
for today for the 1 o'clock show. Like it was just sold a minute ago. So I think one day we have to go in and just try it.
We should. We
Like,
can also
well-
still see for tonight. If people are getting desperate,
Yeah, it's really interesting. Sorry.
we'll ponder that. We'll ponder and think about that. Okay, are you ready to begin?
Yes.
First category, Best Orchestrations. The Tony nominees are Andrew Resnick and Michael Thurber for Just in Time.
Okay.
Will Aronson for Maybe Happy Ending.
Okay.
Bruce Coughlin for Floyd Collins. Marco Pagoya, I apologize if I said that wrong,
Yeah.
for Buena Vista Social Club. And David Cullen and Andrew Lloyd Webber for Sunset Boulevard.
1, 2,
2,
3.
3. Sunset Boulevard. See, this is going to be the issue. We're going to pick the same
We
show.
really are. Sunset Boulevard.
Sunset Boulevard all the way. Okay, I'm highlighting that is our choice for each of us.
Yes.
So I'm actually like, just so all of you know, we're being held accountable. We are highlighting a list and like actually like writing this down so we can compare.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess just to summarize, we saw 3 out of 5 of these shows. We saw Just in Time, Maybe Happy Ending, and Sunset. Unfortunately, we did not get to Buena Vista. Oh, and you also saw Floyd Collins.
We didn't see Justin.
We did not see Just in Time. I meant to say the 3 shows we saw were Maybe Happy Ending, Floyd Collins, and Sunset Boulevard.
There we go.
We did not see Just in Time in Buena Vista, but we've seen a lot of clips where we at least know enough to be able to like make our own prediction.
Yeah.
I do think Buena Vista could win Best Orchestration because their music is phenomenal.
It really is. I just think Sunset's gonna sweep.
I think so too. The thing is, I love Sunset. So if these are supposed to be who we want to win in our
Yeah.
predictions, I have to give it to Sunset.
Oh, yeah.
Because their orchestrations make me cry. Like the car chase, which is full orchestration, is my favorite number in the show.
Even like before the Sunset Walk.
Mm-hmm.
I like love that.
It's so beautiful.
It really is. Like it's so good.
So
Yeah.
Sunset for best
Yeah.
orchestrations. Best choreography.
Here we go.
Joshua Bergassi for Smash.
Mm.
Camille A. Brown for Gypsy.
Mm.
Christopher Gattelli for Death Becomes Her.
Mm.
Jerry Mitchell for Boop, the musical. And Patricia Delgado and Justin Peck for Buena Vista Social Club.
3, 2,
1.
Boop! Boop has to win that. I always say it wrong.
Choreography.
Choreography is so cool, especially the scene where they're switching from color to light, to black and white.
It was so
So
smart.
cool.
I will say though, Death Becomes Her had some great dances.
But
And again, Buena Vista has like all like the Latin, like
yeah,
the Cuban dance. Like, I don't know, again, it could compete. I don't think Gypsy had enough choreography
no.
numbers to warrant the
I
nomination.
almost feel like they needed more.
But I will say she did have amazing choreography for Kevin's number, All I Need
Yeah,
Is the Girl.
that was great.
That could win.
But I honestly thought Louisa's numbers should have been more over the top when she
Yeah.
turns into the stripper.
Hmm.
Like I feel like it was so muted when I wanted it to be like, holy moly, she
Yeah.
transformed.
Yeah, like this is Gypsy Rose
Yeah.
Lee. I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel like
I
she
feel
could. Yeah, go ahead.
I just feel like Boop is so Broadway. Like when I think of Broadway, I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, Boop has like their dances, their like the over the topness that I
Mhm.
wanted in
The,
Broadway.
the the fact that the opening number is a giant tap
Amazing.
number, it's gorgeous. I that choreography, in my opinion,
It
is
should.
really the best.
Yeah.
I will say, I think in terms of what could compete, just still put it out there. I think Gypsy only because of All You Need Is the Girl,
Yeah.
but I think Boop should win.
I
And if
think
it
Boop
doesn't,
should
I'd be
win.
stunned.
I would be a little upset if it doesn't.
Jerry Mitchell very much deserves it.
He really does.
Okay, next,
Next.
Beth. Beth.
Beth.
Best direction of a musical.
Here we go.
Saheem Ali for Buena Vista Social Club.
Hmm.
Michael Arden for Maybe Happy Ending. David Cromer for Dead Outlaw.
Hmm.
Christopher Gattelli for Death Becomes Her.
Hmm.
And Jamie Lloyd for Sunset Boulevard.
Here's the thing. I feel like Michael Arden might get it.
I feel like he could get it too.
Yeah.
But
Like the
who
right
do I
role.
personally want to get it? I want Jamie Lloyd to
Me
get it because I
too.
think his direction of Sunset Boulevard is so genius with like the camera
Amazing.
work. But if we're going if you think about it, like the people who are Tony voters,
Yeah.
are they going to give it to Jamie Lloyd? I feel like they're going to give it to Michael Arden.
I know, that's my thing. I'm like, I want Jamie Lloyd to win
Hmm.
because I think the minimalistic of his direction of minimalistic was worked well, like amazingly for Sunset compared to other shows that we've seen that tried that minimalistic
And they couldn't
view.
do
They
it.
couldn't.
And
But you
that's why
don't
none of
need
them got
that.
nominated for the
Yeah.
Tonys.
Like you don't need it with Sunset. Like even when she's singing with one look and it's just her front center. Like I'm never bored.
Never. It gets a standing ovation every single
Yeah.
night, multiple times.
Even like when she's doing Salome,
Mm.
like even that I love.
It's so smart. And it's like, I never feel like I need a prop. I never feel like, but
No.
it's also interesting his choices as to when there are props and when there's not. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Jamie Lloyd
Me
because
too.
I really want him to
I want
win.
him to win. I do think if he doesn't win, Michael Arden is getting it.
I agree. Although people love Death Becomes Her.
Like, yeah. I mean, it's definitely like cool, like the special effects and stuff. Was I wowed? I wasn't wowed by it.
No. But we also saw it in previews. I wonder if it changed.
It,
We did.
mm,
I don't know, but people really liked it. There were some really cool directing choices and maybe happy ending. Oh, wait, we're talking about Death Becomes
that
Her.
becomes her.
I mean, it was very well done. I mean, there's some interesting choices, but again, I wasn't wowed by Death Becomes Her.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we should see that again. No.
I would only go if it's really close. I don't really feel like I need to go again. You see so much on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Okay, best direction of a play.
Mm,
The nominees are
here we go.
Knud, Cood Adams for English, Sam Mendes for The Hills of California,
Okay.
Sam Pinkleton for Oh Mary, Danya Taymor for John Proctor as the villain, and Kip Williams for The Picture of Dorian Gray. Now this is hard because we did not get to all the plays. We tried.
We tried. I have a weird feeling that Danya is gonna win.
I think Danya's gonna win, but I feel like Oh Mary has a very good chance too.
Yeah, it's between those two.
Unfortunately, I don't think the other ones are gonna be.
No.
Although I heard English was phenomenal.
I heard that too. I heard Purpose was really good.
Purpose is not nominated for this.
Oh, it's not?
No. It's English, The Hills of California, Oh Mary, John Proctor is the villain, and The Picture of Dorian Gray.
I heard mixed feelings on the picture of Dorian Gray.
Hmm.
I think I'm gonna put Danya. Not that like I want her to win per se, because it wasn't my favorite play, but like if I'm thinking about who will,
Hmm.
because it's a play, it's not like we have strong feelings on this category compared to musicals.
Yeah.
I have a feeling she's gonna win.
I'm stuck between that and Oh Mary. Like if we're going on based on what I think is gonna win, I
Yeah.
agree. I would say Danya.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like Oh Mary has a good chance.
So that's good. We differ.
But I don't know. I think I want to put John Proctor.
Oh man. I know it's hard.
I feel like Oh Mary is gonna surprise everyone. Like
Yeah. We need to see it.
I think I'm gonna put John Proctor
Hmm.
because I do think it's been doing so well.
Yeah. It
They
is
just announced the
extended.
extension. Best sound design of a musical.
Yeah, okay.
Jonathan Deans for Buena Vista Social Club. Adam Fisher for Sunset Boulevard. Peter Hylenski for Just in Time. Peter Hylenski for Maybe Happy Ending. I
Wow.
didn't realize he did both. Dan Moses for Schreier Floyd Collins.
Hmm.
Peter's like up against himself. How
Are
is
you
that
allowed?
fair?
Are you allowed to do that? I guess so.
I didn't think so. I don't see how that's like.
That's not really fair.
Let me double check that on another website. I just want to make sure we have that right. That's best sound design.
Yeah. That's weird if it is.
Yep, it's right.
Wow. I almost want to put him.
Well, he has a 2 out of 5
Yeah.
chance. Honestly, the sound effects in Maybe Happy Ending were very good.
Yeah. The fireflies.
I think he would win it for Maybe Happy Ending over Just in Time.
Yeah.
What sound did not like effects are there in Sunset Boulevard?
The rain is
Mm.
one point. The phone. The when she's answering the phone. The
Mhm.
change in the
Buena Vista could also get it.
yeah. Huh.
I think this is the first category. I'm not really sure what to put.
I might put that guy for maybe happy ending. Hmm.
Hmm. Like I'm leaning towards that, but I also kind of want to differ our answers.
Yeah.
Um, I'm surprised he's allowed to be nominated against himself. I don't really like that.
It's weird.
So you have a 2 out of 5 chance of winning the Tony.
If he doesn't win, that's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah. Although Just in Time also has awesome sound design.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Right?
I like the sound design for Maybe Happy Ending. I remember we like
Yeah.
every time like she went to the apartment and like the little like tinkering like and like
Yeah. It was definitely cool.
are we not gonna choose Sunset for anything?
I feel like it's not a big sound.
Well, it also has to do with the sound mix and everything. I mean, listen, all the sound for when Tom is walking outside.
Yeah.
That all is sound design. He had to set up the speakers and the radio feeds so that he
For the
can
sunset
walk.
walk. Oh shoot. He almost deserves it then. That's a lot of work.
He had to set it up so that the feed comes into the theater and everything.
That's crazy.
Actually,
Hmm.
that was incredible sound design.
Yeah. Like how the heck did they do that?
I mean, they have to feed it through to Tom so Tom can hear the music,
Yeah.
feed it through the audience, but also make it when Tom walks back in, there's no feedback. Like, I actually think I'm going with Adam Fisher. I think I've made
Okay.
my choice.
Should I pick something different?
If you want
I
to, you
guess
do
not.
what makes you feel
I'm gonna go with the maybe happy ending.
okay.
Because I feel like that was my first instinct. Let's go with that.
Okay, then we have our first difference, everyone. I think the Sunset Walk deserves it.
I do too. Like I'm not gonna like, but for some reason,
I feel like it's gonna go to maybe happy ending, but I feel like because the Sunset Walk, I'm rooting for the sound guy.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot of work.
Okay, next category. Best sound design of a play.
Okay.
Stranger Things, Paul R. Diddy.
Okay.
Palmer Heffernan for John Proctor. David Kluger for Good Night and Good Luck. Nick Powell for The Hills of California. And Clemens Williams for The Picture of Dorian Gray.
I have a feeling the picture of Dorian Gray is gonna get it.
What makes you say that?
Because it's heavy on that. Like projections and like different things.
And she talks to herself, right?
Yeah. And it's one person, so I wonder if they have um like overlapping sounds and stuff.
Hmm. I see. I think it's gonna go to Good Night and Good Luck.
I was thinking
Or
that
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things could, because that also I hear is like crazy.
Insane. I don't know. My gut is.
Good night and good luck.
Mhm.
For some reason, mine is picture of Dorian Gray.
See, I think Good Night and Good Luck because the whole point of the Edward Murrow story is that, he's like broadcasting this on TV. So I feel like I mean, obviously we didn't get to see it. We're going to see it on June 7th when it's broadcasted. But,
Yeah.
and I believe from what I heard, there's a lot of like, there's radio feeds, there's TV media outlet feeds. Like, I, I, I think we're differing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to put Good Night and Good Luck.
I'm doing picture of Dorian Gray.
Here we go. Now we really have some competition, Skylar.
Let's see.
Okay, next one.
Mm.
Best lighting design of a musical.
Here we go.
Jack Knowles for Sunset Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Michelou for Buena Vista Social Club. Scott Zelensky and Rui Hwang Sun for Floyd Collins. Ben Stanton and for Maybe Happy Ending. And Justin Townsend for Death Becomes Her.
I want to do Sunset.
I have to do
Because
Sunset.
like the way that they put the lights like behind her, so it looks like she has like wings.
It's so
Like
beautiful.
it's insane.
And the way that they use the lighting to like make them almost look bigger in the background, like a scary shadow, like overlarking
Yes.
Joe. I have to give it to
Yeah,
Sunset.
we have to.
I will say though, Death Becomes Her also had really great lighting, but also maybe happy ending with the fireflies.
Yeah, that was pretty, but not and the lights between the two different helper bots.
Now you got me rethinking because I did love that how they each had a significant like color that was always used. Do I want to switch it to maybe happy ending?
I'm sticking with Sunset because it still blows me away.
I mean, that lighting was stunning. When we sat in the mezzanine, we saw the lighting very well.
Yeah.
I also love the lighting when the screen lifts up before she sings As If We Never Said Goodbye.
Yeah. And the ending, how dark it is, but you can still see her.
But I loved the lighting in Maybe Happy Ending. I remember I was talking about that for a while.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my gut, which said Sunset, but maybe Happy Ending. If it wins, I'll be happy for him.
Yeah.
Okay. Best lighting design of a play.
Okay.
Natasha Chivers for The Hills of California. John Clark, Stranger Things. Heather Gilbert and David Bengali for Good Night and Good Luck. Natasha Katz and Hannah Wasilinsky for John Proctor is the villain. And Nick Schleiper for The Picture of Dorian Gray. I think it's going to be either Stranger Things or John Proctor.
And I was thinking Good Night and Good Luck or Stranger Things.
Really? John Proctor, remember how they used the lighting? Like they would go to like almost like a blackout every time they were having like deep like inner thoughts and they were like,
Yeah.
That's why I think John Proctor.
But that wasn't like
It wasn't impressive.
Yeah.
It was just there.
It's kind of basic.
My gut's telling me either that or Stranger Things.
I'm thinking Stranger Things. I'm going Stranger Things.
Okay, you're going Stranger Things.
Yeah. Because I feel like it's insane.
I mean, even the way they did the lighting in the lobby with the house. I think I'm gonna go Stranger Things too.
Yeah.
Best costume design of a musical.
Here we go.
This is a hard one.
Oh God.
Didi Aidi, I'm sorry if I said that wrong, for Buena Vista Social Club. Greg Barnes from Boop, the musical. Clint Ramos for Maybe Happy Ending,
Mm.
Paul Tazwell for Death Becomes Her, and Catherine Zuber for Just in Time. They all have amazing costumes.
So my initial thought is probably Death Becomes Her
Oh, my initial thoughts, Boop.
because of when like she has a hole in her and that
Hmm.
you could like see right through and it looks like it's a hole and
But
like
see,
all that.
but see, I think Boop deserves it because of the number where they go from
Oh yeah.
gray to color. That number alone, the costume design was
Yeah,
genius.
and her costume too as Betty Boop.
Hmm. I like that he like made her look like Betty Boop without making it too revealing and
Yeah.
everything. So you want to go with your gut? That becomes
Yeah.
her? Okay, I'm gonna go Boop. We're differing.
Here we go.
Oh, we better make plans to watch Tony's together because now I'm so curious to see
Oh
this in real
yeah, we
time.
will.
Okay. Best costume design of a play.
Okay.
Brenda Abon. I'm so sorry. I don't know if I can pronounce this last name. Brenda Abandondolo. I'm so sorry if I said that badly. For Good Night and Good Luck. Marge Horwell for The Picture of Dorian Gray. Rob
Hmm.
Howell for The Hills of California. Holly Pearson for Oh Mary. And Bridget Riefenstuhl for Stranger Things, The First Shadow. My initial gut is Oh Mary.
Me too.
Because that outfit that
So
Cole is in
cool.
is so great.
Yeah, that's my initial. It was either that or Stranger Things, but I think
Yeah,
Oh Mary.
I think Oh Mary.
I think that's the only one in that quarter category that's like impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else was kind of basic. Like Hills of
Yeah.
California, they were in like it's. I think it takes place in like the 70s or 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So they're in like just normal
Same
clothing.
with Good Night and Good Luck.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're both saying Oh Mary.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's gonna be hard.
Oh no.
Best scenic design of a musical. Rachel Hawk for Swept Away.
Okay.
Dane Laffrey and George Reeve for Maybe Happy Ending.
Okay. Oh.
Amolfo Maldonado for Buena Vista Social Club.
Mm-hmm.
Derek McLean for Death Becomes Her. And Derek McLean for Just in Time. He's up against himself too.
Oh my God. I'm thinking maybe happy ending.
Really?
Because I love the two different apartments. And then when they were on the boat too
Hmm.
and traveling.
I love that part, but my gut's telling me Death Becomes Her.
Mm,
I love the way they did her grand staircase
yeah.
and like the big party room where Viola, what's her name? Viola, where
Yeah.
she's located, like, and even like the way they did the stage for the For the Gays number.
Yeah.
I think we're differing.
Yeah. I'm doing maybe happy ending.
Okay. I'm doing Death Becomes Her. This is so interesting. This is kind of fun.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay. Best scenic design of a play. Marcia Ginsburg for English. Rob Howell for The Hills of California.
Hmm.
Marsh Horwell and Dave Bergman for The Picture of Dorian Gray. Miriam Boyther and 59, Stranger Things, The First Shadow. And Scott Pask for Good Night and Good Luck. I have to give it to Stranger Things because
Yeah, me too. I think it's gonna win.
yeah, I mean the fact that they have the whole house built
Hmm.
in the lobby alone is sickening. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
Best original score, music and or lyrics written for the theater.
Oh man.
This is gonna be a hard
Oh
one.
God.
Dead Outlaw, music and lyrics by David Yazbek and Eric Della Pena.
Hmm.
Death Becomes Her, music and lyrics by Julia Madison and Noel Carey. Maybe Happy Ending, music by Willa Ronson and lyrics by Willa Ronson and Hugh Park. Operation Mincemeat, a new musical, music and lyrics by David Cumming, Felix Hagen, Natasha Hodgson, and Zoe Roberts.
Hmm.
Real Women Have Curves, the musical, music and lyrics by Joy Huerta and Benjamin Velez. I have to give it to Real Women.
Like I want them to win.
I loved the music in that
Yeah.
show.
Do you think they will?
In all honesty, I don't think they will.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna go to Death Becomes Her or Dead Outlaw.
Yeah, my gut was thinking Dead Outlaw.
The music was great.
Yeah.
That was like the best part of the show.
Yeah.
But I think because we're also doing like what we want to win, I really would like it to go to to Real Women Have Curves.
Yeah.
So who are you putting?
I think I might go with Dead Outlaw.
Okay.
Not saying we love Real Women. Like
Hmm.
love. I don't know, I just feel like
Real Woman deserves it. That score was
yeah,
beautiful.
they deserve way more nominations, but
Hmm.
that's us.
We're getting into the hard categories.
This is stressful.
Best book of a musical.
Oh no.
Buena Vista Social Club, Marco Ramirez. Dead Outlaw, Idamar Moses. Death Becomes Her, Marco Panette. Maybe Happy Ending, Willa Ronson and Hugh Park. Operation Mincemeat, a new musical. David Cumming, Felix Hagen, Natasha Hodgson, and Zoe Roberts. Wow, this is hard.
Oh my goodness.
My gut is telling me maybe Happy Ending,
That's what mine is too.
but I feel like Buena Vista could do it too. We didn't, Buena Vista is the one musical we didn't get to,
Yeah.
but I heard it was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Like everything I've heard about it, it was phenomenal.
But why do I have a weird feeling Death Becomes Her?
Hmm. I have a weird feeling Death Becomes Her, but I want it to be one of the others, bless
Yeah,
you.
thank you. Mm.
I don't think Mincemeat's gonna win, even though
No,
like
I
people
don't
are
think
obsessed
so.
with it. I don't think it's gonna win because it's still not American humor, and I don't think the Tony voters are gonna go for
Yeah.
it.
I hear a lot of people didn't understand the humor.
Hmm. It's like a Spamalot.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with maybe happy ending.
Hmm.
'Cause- Yeah.
It's so hard. I think it's gonna go to maybe Happy Ending because it's so unique. The book was so,
Yeah. It's something
but
you haven't seen.
part of me, like my gut is telling me Buena Vista.
So do it.
But it's like, do I put a show we didn't get to?
We know enough. Hmm.
Ugh, my gut's like I'm between Buena Vista and maybe Happy Ending.
Yeah.
I mean, when we saw maybe Happy Ending, the book was good, but we did feel like it was 20 minutes too long.
Yeah. We also saw it in previews.
Hmm.
So maybe they cut it down.
They could have changed the book a little.
Yeah.
I know this may sound crazy, but I think I'm gonna go with Buena Vista.
Yeah.
Because just based on like I have family members who saw it and they said
Yeah.
it was like it was absolutely phenomenal. Like they said the story is so good.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with that.
Go with it.
Okay. I don't know. I feel anxious about that one.
No.
Okay. Here we
Oh
go.
no.
Best performance by an actor in a featured role in a
Oh
musical.
God.
Brooks Ashmanskas for Smash. Jeb Brown for Dead Outlaw. Danny Burstein for Gypsy. Jack Malone for Operation Mincemeat, a new musical. And Taylor Trench for Floyd Collins. Oh, this is
Okay,
hard.
so I'm between Jeb Brown and Taylor Trench because the one person I liked in Floyd Collins was him.
Mhm.
Like his performance was like stellar.
Really?
But Jeb Brown last night,
He was phenomenal.
phenomenal.
As soon as we left, the first thing I said to you, even though I didn't love the show, like personally, the
Yeah.
first thing I said to you is I see why he was Tony nominated.
Yeah.
He deserves it. But also Danny Burstein. I love Danny Burstein.
But I didn't love him in Gypsy, if I'm being quite honest with you.
Hmm.
I feel like it was very like blah, meh.
It didn't stand out compared to
No.
his other roles.
Compared to like Jeb Brown and Taylor.
I think I'm gonna give it to Jeb.
I think so too. Me too.
I'm kind of hoping for him. Like
He was so
he
good.
he I don't know why he's only a featured actor because he really should have been nominated for leading actor because he's
Yeah.
featured from the very start of the show. He never leaves the stage. He narrates the entire show. He sings
And
pretty
plays
much
the
the entire
guitar.
show. To be honest, why is he only featured actor? I think his role is just as big as Andrew's.
Yeah. He plays the guitar too.
Hmm.
And plays multiple
But
characters.
that was the part of Dead Outlaw that I liked last night. He was so good at storytelling.
Yeah, he really was.
Like he had, even though I didn't like the story itself,
Yeah.
he had me captivated the
Yeah.
whole time.
I hope he wins.
I'm going for him.
Yeah.
Best performance by an actress in a featured role in a musical.
Oh.
Natalie Venetia Belkin for Buena Vista Social Club.
Hmm.
Julia Niddle for Dead Outlaw. Gracie Lawrence for Just in Time. Justina Machado for Real Women Have Curves, and Joy Woods Gypsy.
Justina.
I'm voting for Justina, but I have a feeling it's gonna go
To Joy.
to Joy. Although Natalie for Buena Vista could also.
Justina was so captivating.
She was brilliant. She deserves it, to be honest. I have to go with her.
Yeah, me too.
Like if we're talking about who we're rooting for, I'm really rooting for Justina.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Best performance by a featured actor. No, best performance by an actor in a featured role in a play.
Okay.
Glenn Davis for Purpose.
Okay.
Gabriel Ebert for John Proctor as the villain. Francis Ju for Yellowface. Bob Odenkirk for Glengarry Glen Ross. And Conrad Ricamora for Oh Mary.
I'm thinking I'll marry Conrad
That's
or John Proctor.
I was thinking those are the two I'm between as well. Although I heard Glenn Davis is amazing in Purpose.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. Huh.
I'm between Oh Mary and John Proctor though.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna marry
Okay, so Skylar's
Conrad.
going Oh Mary. My gut is telling me Oh Mary, but I'm tempted to do John Proctor to differ from you
Mm.
because I do feel like I mean he.
It's probably gonna sweep.
I think John Proctor's gonna sweep. Either that or Oh Mary. It's gonna be one of those two shows that's gonna sweep the plays.
Yeah.
But I thought Gabriel was great as the teacher.
Yeah.
I think I'm going with him. Yeah, I'm going with Gabriel. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Best performance by an actress in a featured role in a play. Tala Ashe for English.
Mm.
Jessica Hecht for Eureka Day. Marjan Nishat for English. Fina Straza for John Proctor as the villain. And Kara Young for Purpose.
I think it's gonna be Carrie Young for Purpose. I've
I'm
heard such amazing reviews about her.
I've heard amazing things about her too, but I think my vote is going for the Fina Straza. Because
Mm.
I did really like her as Beth in the
Yeah.
show. I thought she was very impressive. She's the youngest Tony nominee this year. She's only 19 years old.
Oh my God.
So like I feel like I'm rooting for her kind of for that reason.
Yeah.
So are you going Carrie Young though?
Yeah.
Okay. We have a lot of differs. More than I thought.
Yeah, me too. It's good.
hmm Uh, this one I know what we're both voting for. Best performance by an actor in a leading role in a musical.
Well, I don't know. Because after last night, I'm conflicted.
You may change it?
I don't know. Go through them.
Darren Criss may be happy ending.
Mhm.
Although
He was phenomenal too.
Andrew Durand in Dead Outlaw. Tom Francis for Sunset Boulevard. Jonathan Groff for Just in Time. James Monroe Iglehart for A Wonderful World, the Louis Armstrong musical. And Jeremy Jordan for Floyd Collins.
Okay.
Oh my God, they're
This
all
is
so good.
hard. Okay, so after seeing Dead Outlaw last night, the first thing I said to Michelle is, I see why he's nominated Andrew Duran. Because his acting was like actually so insane. Like his switch between like he was a child in one and then he gets like stone cold and like he sits up and his facial expressions. And then when he's like manipulating people and then like goes to like the evil side, it was like actually insane.
He was phenomenal last night.
Like, and the fact that he stands there and doesn't laugh, like, I don't know how he does it.
Him and Jeb really are the best parts of the show.
Yeah.
Like,
but of course, like Tom Francis is like,
I'm Rudy. But at the same time, I want Tom. I'm gonna vote.
Yeah.
My vote is Tom.
Yeah.
If we're going by like who we want to win, I want Tom Francis to win.
Yeah.
But I will say Darren Criss
He was
as
so
Oliver is brilliant. His robotic movements are insane. And I remember we both, when we left, were like stunned.
Yeah.
He
It's hard.
he could win.
He could win. It's hard. I don't think, and this is my opinion, I don't think Jeremy Jordan, like he's amazing. I don't think he deserves it as Floyd Collins.
No, I want Jeremy to win it for another role.
Yeah, because it was very meh.
And James, we didn't see Wonderful World, but I heard
Bad
I heard he was good though.
Yeah.
But
I don't think he's gonna win.
and Jonathan Groff and Just in Time, we didn't get to Just in Time.
John.
But I've seen so many clips of Just in Time already. Like,
Yeah. Shoot.
I really think it's between Darren, Andrew, and Tom for the award.
Yeah, like this is hard. Should I differ from you?
I want you to do your gut.
My gut is saying Andrew Durant,
Okay.
which I love you, Tommy boy. Love you.
But this is why we try to get to as many shows as we can, so we really could give our honest judgment.
Yeah, because
I'm so happy we got to Dead Outlaw.
yeah, me too, because I wanted to see why he was nominated, and I understood within like the first 10 minutes of the show. Like even he's singing, he's like laying down. Like
He
I think
he
that's just
may he
perfect.
may be Tom, but I feel like I have to give my vote
Oh
to my
yeah,
Tom.
yeah,
Like we all know I love like
yeah,
so like he's yeah, but like he's my theater crush. But like
yeah.
that alone, I feel like forget that for a second. I also feel like he deserves it for Sunset Boulevard. He's
Oh yeah,
brilliant in the show.
he's so good. His breakdown at the end, oof.
It's insane. But I feel like we both could be surprised, and it could
Derek
go to
Chris,
Darren Chris.
because you know what? His robotics was insane.
No, I have to pick Tom.
Well, yeah.
But Darren Chris really impressed me.
Like I wouldn't be mad.
No, I'd be happy for him.
Yeah.
I think I would be mad if it went to Jeremy Jordan, and I feel horrible saying that.
No, don't feel horrible because I feel the same way.
Okay, good. Best performance by an actress in a leading
Ooh.
role in a musical. We're up to the leading roles.
God, this is stressful.
Megan Hilty for Death Becomes
Oh,
Her.
jeez.
Audra McDonald for Gypsy.
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine Amy Rogers for Boop. Nicole Scherzinger for Sunset Boulevard. And Jennifer Samard for Death Becomes Her. Now, here's the thing. I think it's gonna go to either Megan or Jennifer for Death Becomes Her. Weirdly, although I actually know it also could really go to Audra and Nicole. We always said it was going to be between them.
Audra.
But who do I want to win?
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
So badly.
I'm rooting for Jasmine.
All right, me too. I want her to win so badly.
I mean, to be honest though, I feel like it's between one of the other four people.
Yeah.
But Jasmine's so brilliant.
She's so good. Like even her vocal changes to become Betty Boop.
Who do I think it's actually gonna go to?
It's either Audra or Nicole.
You don't think it's gonna be Megan or Jennifer? I think they both could easily win it too.
Yeah. But I wasn't like I would be this is gonna sound a little mean. I would be a little annoyed if Megan or Jennifer gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think their performance stood out to me. Well, like, oh my God.
You don't think it's gonna go to Audra because of all the Patty feedback, do you? Like I'm assuming the Tony votes are in already.
Yeah. We didn't see Audra. We saw her understudy, but we didn't love the production of Gypsy.
Yeah. But we've also seen clips of Audra online. I think, to be honest, I think Nicole's better than Audra.
Yeah. But then again, like we keep saying that we don't love Nicole as Norma. We love her understudies. Like we love Rashidra
And
Mandy.
Mandy. But Nicole still takes my breath away when
Well,
we've seen
yeah,
her.
when she sings, but acting wise,
hmm
I'm going Jasmine.
I'm going
I
Jasmine,
want
yeah.
her to win.
That's who I want to win.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm going with. If none of you agree with us, it's fine.
And listen, Jasmine, you have our vote. Then that's all that matters.
You have our support. Best performance by an actor in a leading role in a play. George Clooney, Good Night and Good Luck. Cole Escola, Oh Mary. John Michael Hill for Purpose. Daniel Day Kim, Yellowface. Henry Lennox for Purpose. And Lewis McCartney for Stranger Things, The First Shadow.
Man, I feel like George. You think George Clooney's gonna sweep it?
You know, I think it's going to go to Cole.
I would like Cole to win.
hmm I think George Clooney could have a very good chance, but I just have a weird feeling it's going to go to Cole.
I want Cole.
Okay, I think we're both putting Cole. But I will say my second choice is George Clooney.
Yeah. But I heard such like iffy reviews of it.
hmm
So I don't know.
But I don't know. I feel like it's going to go to Cole.
Yeah.
He also wrote the show. The guy's a genius.
Like, genius. Like, how do people do that?
Best performance by an actress in a leading role in a play.
Oh.
Laura Donnelly, The Hills of California.
Mm.
Mia Farrow, The Roommate.
Mm.
Latanya Richardson Jackson, Purpose. Sadie Sink for John Proctor as the villain, and Sarah Snook for the picture of Dorian Gray.
So, if I'm being honest with you, I think it's between Sadie Sink and Dorian Gray.
I agree. I think it's between them, but Sadie Sink didn't stand out to me. Like
No,
honestly, I liked Fina Straza better than Sadie Sink and John
yeah,
Proctor.
I agree.
Although Latanya could have a chance on Purpose too.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to go to Mia Farrow or Lauren Donnelly.
no, no, I don't think so either. Um, Sarah Snook could grab it because she's playing
She's doing the
every
whole show
character.
herself. The whole show she's by
Like
herself.
how? So she could take it. Between her
I
and
didn't think
Sadie.
making these choices would be so stressful. I feel anxious
Yeah, it's a little stressful because I'm like, I
because I
think
want to be right.
yeah, right. I think I'm going with Sarah Snook.
Okay. I think I agree with you. I'm not I feel bad, but I'm not rooting for Sadie. I'm rooting for Fina, but I'm not rooting for Sadie.
Yeah, she didn't have that much progression.
Hmm. It could go to Latanya though.
It could. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna be like Sarah Snook is gonna be.
I mean, she's doing the whole show herself.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
I don't know.
Skylar, we're at the top four awards now.
Oh God.
These are the big boys.
Oh God. Okay.
Best revival of a musical.
Okay, okay.
Floyd Collins,
Okay.
Gypsy, Pirates, the Penzance musical, and Sunset Boulevard. I know where I'm going. Sunset
Sunset.
Boulevard.
Although when we saw Pirates, we were like, huh.
It was phenomenal, but I think it's gonna go to Sunset.
Yeah. Sunset.
You think Gypsy's gonna take it?
I think there's better revivals of Gypsy than this one.
I agree. Best revival of a play.
Okay.
Eureka Day,
Mhm.
Romeo plus Juliet,
Mm.
Thornton Wilder's Our Town,
Mm-mm.
or Yellowface. I'm stressed.
Why am I thinking Eureka Day?
Right? My gut kind of thought it too, but I think it's gonna go to Romeo and Juliet.
You think so?
Hmm.
I'm going with Eureka Day.
Okay, we're mixing it up.
Yeah.
My gut just tells me it's gonna go to Romeo and Juliet.
Mm.
Although Romeo and Juliet didn't get nominated for anything else.
No, it really didn't.
It was so hyped.
It was, but not. It was hyped around like Gen Z, but not the theater community,
Hmm.
if that
So
makes
I don't
sense.
know. Although could also go to Our Town, to be honest.
It
I know it
could.
wasn't our cup of tea, but it
Yeah.
was a good production.
Yeah.
You
But
know what? I may change it to Our Town. Because they did do really. I think I'm gonna change it. I think I'm going our. Oof, and I'm switching my answer. Because you know what? I think Our Town was like, even though it wasn't the best play. I
yeah.
mean, it wasn't our cup of tea. They did a good production of it, and like, I mean, it was cool, like the set, like with the color and the grayness, and they went in and out of the aisles, and like
Yeah.
they had people sitting on stage. Like,
Yeah.
I think I'm going Our Town. We
Okay.
sticking with Eureka Day?
Yeah.
Best play.
No.
I'm so anxious right now. Why am I
I
anxious?
don't know.
English author Sanaz Tuzi. The
Mhm.
Hills of California, author Jez Butterworth. John Proctor is the villain, author Kimberly Bellflower.
Mhm.
Oh Mary, author Cole Escola. Purpose, author Brendan Jacobs Jenkins.
I think I'll marry.
I think John Proctor.
Mm.
But Oh Mary is like, I think the theater community will want Oh Mary.
Yeah.
I think we're going different.
I don't know, Mary.
I'm going
I
to.
hope Cole wins. It's so impressive.
Hmm.
He should be recognized for that.
Do I go Oh Mary? Or is it more fun if I go John Proctor?
Go John Proctor.
You just want to win. Um, no, you know, my gut's telling me John Proctor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go John Proctor. And Skylar, we've come to the
Oh
final
no.
award.
Oh no. Okay.
Best musical, the
Oh,
2025 Tony Awards.
I'm stressed.
Why am I like teary? I'm a little
I'm
anxious.
stressed. Okay.
Buena Vista Social Club,
Mm-hmm.
Dead Outlaw,
Mm-hmm.
Death Becomes Her,
Mm-hmm.
maybe Happy Ending,
Mm-hmm.
or Operation Mincemeat, a new musical.
Can I say something?
Mhm.
I don't want Death Becomes Her to win, but I have a weird feeling it's gonna win. But I don't want it to.
I feel the same way. It could go to maybe Happy Ending.
It
Could
could.
also go to Dead Outlaw. But you know what? For some reason my gut has a weird feeling it's gonna go to Buena Vista.
My gut is telling me maybe Happy Ending. This is stressful.
You know,
But
it's
then I'm like
weird.
Dead Outlaw too. I can
It's
see
weird.
that.
It's weird because like none of these were my personal top shows of the year, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Mincemeat we didn't get to.
Yeah.
Buena Vista, we know people who've gone and we've heard good things, but we've
Yeah.
never got to go to it ourselves. The other three were not my favorite shows of the year. Like Best New Musical should have been nominated Boop. Real Women.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Yeah, Boop should be in there. At least Boop. Like, come on.
Like I'm surprised Mincemeat's in here and not Boop.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I have a weird feeling Buena Vista Social Club is gonna surprise everyone and win.
Surprise.
I'm going Buena Vista.
Okay. I'm gonna go maybe Happy Ending.
Okay. See, I wonder if maybe Happy Ending is too like mainstream that the Tony voters won't give it to it.
I don't know.
Unfortunately, I think Death Becomes Her is gonna win it.
I think so too, and I really don't want it to.
I don't
Because
either.
at least maybe Happy Ending and Buena Vista like it's not based on a
Mm-hmm.
movie or anything, right?
Mm-mm.
Like those and Dead Outlaw too. I mean, it's based on a true story. But I would like to see those getting recognized for original thought.
Mm-hmm.
Because the fact that somebody thought about maybe Happy Ending and wrote it is kind of crazy to me. Because I would never have put those two and two together, those concepts
Which ones?
for maybe Happy Ending.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would like to see that or Buena Vista win
I agree.
or Dead Outlaw.
Well, there you have it.
Oh my
All of our
gosh.
Tony Award nomination predictions slash hopes.
Should we read them off
I
again?
could read through them.
You want
Okay.
to?
So these are mine first to start.
Okay.
Michelle's 2025 Tony Award predictions slash hopes.
Yep.
Best musical, Buena Vista Social Club. Best play, John Proctor is the villain. Best revival of a play, Our Town. Best revival of a musical, Sunset Boulevard. Best performance by an actress in a leading role in a play, Sarah Snook for The Picture of Dorian Gray. Best performance by an actor in a leading role in a play, Cola Scola for Oh Mary. Best performance by an actress in a leading role in a musical, Jasmine Amy Rogers for Boop. Best performance by an actor in a leading role in a musical, Tom Francis for Sunset Boulevard. Best performance by an actress in a featured role in a play, Fina Straza, John Proctor is the villain. Best performance by an actor in a featured role in the play, Gabriel Elbert, John Proctor is the villain.
Division.
Best performance by an actress in a featured role in a musical, Justina Machado for Real Women Have Curves. Best performance by an actor in a featured role in a musical, Jed Brown for Dead Outlaw. Best book of a musical, Buena Vista Social Club. Best original score, Real Women Have Curves. Best scenic design of a play, Stranger Things. Best scenic design of a musical, Death Becomes Her. Best costume design of a play, Oh Mary. Best costume design of a musical, Boop. Best lighting design of a play, Stranger Things. Best lighting design of a musical, Sunset Boulevard. Best sound design of a play, Good Night and Good Luck. Best sound design of a musical, Sunset Boulevard. Best direction of a play, Danya Taymor for John Proctor as the villain. Best direction of a musical, Jamie Lloyd for Sunset Boulevard. Best choreography, Jerry Mitchell for Boop the Musical. Best orchestrations, David Cullen and Andrew Lloyd Webber, Sunset Boulevard.
Amazing.
Skylar's list.
Here we go.
These are Skylar's 2025 Tony Award
Drum.
predictions slash hopes. Best musical, maybe Happy Ending. Best play, Oh Mary. Best revival of a play, Eureka Day. Best revival of a musical, Sunset Boulevard. Best performance by an actress in a leading role in a play, Sarah Snook, The Picture of Dorian Gray. Best performance by an actor in a leading role in a play, Cole Scola, Oh Mary. Best performance by an actress in a leading role in a musical, Jasmine Amy Rogers, Boop. Best performance by an actor in a leading role in the musical, Andrew Duran, Dead Outlaw. Best performance by an actress in a featured role in a play, Carrie Young for Purpose. Best performance by an actor in a featured role in a play, Conrad Ricamora for Oh Mary. Best performance by an actress in a featured role in a musical, Justina Machado, Real Women Have Curves. Best performance by an actor in a featured role in a musical, Jeb Brown, Dead Outlaw. Best book of a musical, Maybe Happy Ending. Best original score, Dead Outlaw. Best scenic design of a play, Stranger Things. Best scenic design of a musical, Maybe Happy Ending. Best costume design of a play, Oh Mary. Best costume design of a musical, Death Becomes Her. Best lighting design of a play, Stranger Things. Best lighting design of a musical, Sunset Boulevard. Best sound design of a play, Picture of Dorian Gray. Best sound design of a musical, Maybe Happy Ending. Best direction of a play, Danya Taymor for John Proctor as the villain. Best direction of a musical, Jamie Lloyd for Sunset Boulevard. Best choreography, Jerry Mitchell for Boop the Musical. And best orchestrations, David Cullen and Lloyd Webber, Sunset Boulevard.
Holy.
Our predictions are locked in.
They're locked in. Like, what? This is crazy.
I feel anxious. I feel stressed.
Like, they're locked in.
Locked and loaded.
Literally. Wow. It's official. Those are our Tony predictions.
I feel stressed. I feel a little like, woo.
Ooh. I'm like, I wish it was tomorrow.
I
I want to
know.
know so badly. But I am going to say I'm still very upset that Boop was not nominated for Best Musical.
And Real Woman.
And Real Woman.
I'm sorry, they got robbed at the Tonys this year. Even Real Woman's costume designs were beautiful. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. They got robbed.
Yeah, they really did. Wow, I can't wait to see who's right.
I know. Or how horribly wrong we are.
And I'm so shocked at all the differences.
Yeah. I cannot wait to see who wins this contest.
Right?
Oh, I'm anxious for
We
this.
have to be together.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure it out.
Next
Wow.
Sunday.
Well, guys, that was episode 42. And it's our special Tonys. And look at that. We're locked and loaded.
Now we will have an episode in between the Tonys and so we're gonna have like an episode, I guess like a show review or something next week.
Yeah.
But the following episodes, episode 44, will be our discussion of what happened at the Tonys.
Yes.
So
go over it.
We're gonna go over everything. So once again, like always, please follow us on social media at Love Letters to Broadway with 1 Y on TikTok and at Love Letters to BOA with 2 Ys on Instagram. Why? Because 1 Y wasn't available. And also, like always, you can message us for any business inquiries at loveletterstobroadway@gmail.com. Once again, loveletterstobroadway@gmail.com. We can be reached 24/7. I don't sleep. Skylar does. But when she's up, I'm asleep. So at some point, you'll reach one of us. I promise.
Yeah.
We check the email.
And if you're a performer listening, reach out for an interview if you want to be interviewed by us.
Or anyone. If you work backstage at a show, if you're an usher, if you work in merch, we would love to hear from you.
Yeah.
And we could discuss like what you do and why you're dropping porn into theater. So please reach out to us. Let's manifest.
Oh, yes. Okay. Let's think. Next week.
I don't even know when we can go next week because we have the Tonys and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can go show next weekend. My manifestation, can I be honest with you?
What?
Is that there's going to be an insane theater act deal for a show tonight.
Really?
Unless we're officially not going tonight, but
yeah,
I feel like something's going to happen. Or if we don't go tonight, unexpectedly something's going to come up tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Or maybe Tuesday.
Tuesday.
June 3rd.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe Tuesday.
We win a lottery.
Yeah. I think Tuesday we're going to get into Operation Mincemeat.
Yeah.
That's my prediction for the week.
That's a good one. I think somebody's gonna reach out to us, like
That too.
by the end of the week.
I think some sort of big
Shabam.
shablam business,
Yeah,
something.
something. Yeah,
I think that's
that's
it.
good.
It's
Like,
okay, it's okay,
yeah,
manifestation for the week.
and yeah, thank you guys for listening. My name is Skylar.
And I'm Michelle, and this has been
Episode
42.
42. Have a great week, guys.
And enjoy the Tonys!
Let's see who wins. Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun.